Hi everybody, Kat here. Welcome to my channel this early Monday morning. What I want to talk about today is the very interesting and coordinated effort by the mainstream media to provide a narrative of background, what they're going to report, and what their accepted narrative of the whole Russell Brand allegations, how they're covering it. It's really, really interested. And, all I can say is, Psst, your agenda is showing. Think about it. Okay, so if you know anything about Russell Brand at all, you will know that in the last few years, he's become quite the activist. He started writing his books, calling out the agenda by the, New World Order, big government, that kind of a thing. And more recently on his YouTube channel and his Rumble channel, he's got millions of subscribers. I'm one. He calls out Fauci, and he calls out Biden, and he calls out Trudeau. He's calling out, British politicians. He's calling out the agenda as he sees it, what they're doing, the vaccine rollout. He's been critical of all kinds of government policies, things that are going on in the world. He's had very interesting discussions with people like Jordan Peterson, Elon Musk, Tucker Carlson, debating really big topics of the day. And now, what the mainstream media is doing when they're covering this, of course we know Russell Brand had come out with a statement, putting a foot forward ahead of the allegations being made public and saying, they're stitching me up because I'm actually discussing things that they don't want, the mainstream media just will not allow. They have their own agenda and they have their own narrative, and he's bucking the system basically, and he's got enough followers that he's dangerous to the agenda. Now, what the mainstream, and I've listened to a few, GB News, Talk TV, are the two I basically listened to. A little bit of the Times radio interview, podcast thing. What they're doing is they're completely negating. They say, Russell Brand, well, he was doing all of this. They're talking about it in terms of Hugh Edwards and Philip Schofield, like a toxic culture, a toxic environment inside British TV, and this is the issue, and your big talent can do no wrong, and they cover up for them and all of this. And while that seems to be true, they are completely negating the other half of the equation, where Russell Brand's activism and calling out of these agendas that are against us, they're saying, this is claptrap, it's entertainment. A lot of people like to listen to conspiracy theories, and he just flaps on about this, and, but that's just nothing to do with anything. Don't see anything here, folks. What Russell Brand is actually talking about is inconsequential. He uses a lot of big words, but he's just spouting conspiracy theories, and there's nothing to anything he has to say. So this is the narrative of the mainstream media in Britain. They're completely negating the fact that he is really a whistleblower and coming out against all of these things and speaking truth to power when stories in the news. He's been critical of Ukraine, critical of the vaccines, and they're basically saying, he's just spouting conspiracy theories, and that's entertainment. One has nothing to do with the other, and the fact that he's saying that the powers that be are coming after him for being for saying these things is just crap. That's silly talk. Nothing like that happens. Nothing to see here, folks. And I just find it very, very interesting that that's the way they're treating it. You see, even in a case like this, they're in lockstep. And when they're in lockstep and they start using the terms conspiracy theories, they're trying to shut them down. I mean, it's bloody obvious to most of us. It is. And he knows it. This is what they do. But yeah, the mainstream media will not even entertain that could possibly be what's happening. It's a conspiracy theory, folks. Crazy people want to be entertained by this guy, but has nothing to do with anything. I just find it outrageous, and this is the most in your face, really, proof that this is what they do, that this is what they're doing. The way that the media has all come together to refute anything he's said and try to stitch together their own narrative about the story, and this is what they're all going to be putting out. It's bloody obvious. This is what governments and media, mainstream media that's bought and sold by said governments do to push ahead their own agenda. It's all right in front of you. Psst, your agenda is showing. Have a great day, everybody. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Love to hear what you have to say about this. We'll talk to you later. Have a great one.